Gemini, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and see what is happening in your world. Tell me about your past. And your near future. Wow. Okay. Gemini. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to start with the bottom of the deck. You have so much changing right now. So many chapters closing. Wow. Okay. Connected to the eclipse. Absolutely connected to the eclipse. So we're going to have one here. So we'll have the full moon eclipse. So the lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra. So that is about balance. It is about relationships. That one's coming up on the 25th, not to be outdone by the solar eclipse that we're going to have on April 8th. And also going to be pretty significant. And so during this eclipse cycle, it's going to be very intense energy. And you're definitely going through that kind of faded closing, new beginning energy right now. You're very guarded. You are not letting anybody in. That Nine of Wands energy is about keeping people at arm's length, but there's a reason for it. It is because you're going through this transition right now. And so until you get to the other side of this transition, it doesn't feel good to open yourself up. It doesn't feel like it's the right thing to do right now. It's almost like you're afraid that if you open yourself up to another person or maybe even group of people, friends, whatever it is, that they're going to try to talk you out of something that you know is necessary for your growth. That's what this feels like. And so that's a 9. So that's the end of a cycle. We have the 9 of Swords, another end of a cycle. So 9 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Just from a number standpoint, we're talking about end of a cycle, and this is about change. So there is some change coming. Right now, you're really kind of sitting in this energy of all of these things are changing, all of these obstacles and challenges. And obstacles and challenges don't have to be like fighting, like physical fighting that you see on this card. It can be that. It doesn't have to be. It can be things that just are in your way and you're starting to recognize that they're in your way. And that's creating you some sort of apprehension, anxiety, maybe just headaches over the whole situation because you really want to move forward with your life. You really do want this transition to happen because you know it's what you need to do in order to get to this next phase. And the universe wants you to focus on that as well. So this is the end of a cycle with this World card. And when I look at this past position, so here we have another 9, this is what's motivating you throughout this entire process is that you want to go after your wishes. You're tired of sitting around and not getting what you want. And so this is the spark of everything. This is what's creating this transition this transition period for you. And when I look at your strength position, so 2 of Wands showing up, so that is about seeing the potential in a situation and then acting on it. That Wands does not sit still. This is the action that you're taking. 6 of Cups. So this could actually relate to somebody from the past if you're interested in some sort of reconciliation here. 6 of Cups is really about maybe children, but really getting back into that kind of mentality where you're happy with yourself, you're happy with your life, you have this kind of lightheartedness about you that really just opens you up to everybody around you. And it gives you that kind of, I love today type of energy. When I look at how the universe is shaping everything here, the whole purpose is stability. So we have the 4 of Pentacles and we have the 4 of Swords. These are stability cards. 4 of Pentacles, let's establish your foundation. 4 of Wands, not 4 of Wands. The 4 of Swords, this is about healing. This is about taking that break that you need to in order to be able to heal from whatever happened here. Because you can see the person is actually resting in this card. That's healing. That's a healing that's taking place. And that is to ground you, make you more stable. 8 of Cups, so really interesting here because the 8 of Cups moves towards the 9 of Cups. That's what you want to do. You want to move away from the past. You want to start this new future and this next chapter. And the good news is when this all takes place, you are much more grounded than you have been, at least in recent years. That King of Pentacles, you've created your own stability. You've really kind of defined who you are, what your boundaries are, your long-term goals. You're very solid, you're very stable. And even if it takes a minute to get there, you're okay because the outcome is worth it. The journey is worth it. Tell me about the Nine of Swords with the Five of Wands here for Gemini. Okay, well, okay, we're taking two. Yes, so Seven of Cups, Four of Wands. So this is what's changing for you. You might have had a lot of options in the past when it came to dating and relationships, but none of them were the one that was going to go the distance. Again, this Four of Wands, a very stable type of card. That's what you were looking for. That stable, long-term type of relationship. And so you had a lot of opportunities, but none of them really worked out the way that you wanted to. And it has to do with you and the way that you're approaching these relationships. So let me see what else we get here. Let me focus on the world. Tell me about this ending. What is changing here for Gemini? Three of Cups. If you always went into relationships keeping your options open so that you were always looking for, okay, well, what if somebody new comes along, or having that backup plan? Some people do. I have friends that do that. And it's not a healthy way because you've already told yourself the relationship's going to end. The minute that you keep your options open and you have a backup plan, that means that this one that you're in right now isn't going to last. And so that's not the right mindset if you're trying to create a long-term stable relationship. It's something that you have to change within yourself. You have to not keep your options open. You have to be committed into that current relationship 100% in order for it to move forward. That's what's changing for you. If that is your behavior, it could be even third-party situations, maybe prioritizing your friends over a relationship. And there's something about the way that you've pursued relationships. It's more of like this passive, it's going to work if it's going to work, instead of actually putting the time and effort into it, instead of actually committing to it and being present in the moment in that relationship. That's what needs to change here for you, Gemini. With the Nine of Cups, I am getting the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this was the trigger. That's what the Ace of Wands is telling me. This was the motivating. This was the motivation for you to be able to move forward and go after exactly what you wanted. Because you realize that whatever you were doing here, the way that you treated relationships in the past, it was never going to work. And so you need to do differently. With the Two of Wands, I'm getting the World. Yeah, that's a very clear decision that you're making to move forward with your life. With the Six of Cups, I'm getting the Hanged Man. So this could be somebody from the past returning. If you want that, there would be delays connected to this person for sure. So this would not maybe have been somebody you dated recently. If that's not the case, because not everybody wants somebody from the past returning, this is about seeing things from a different perspective in order to gain that levity back, in order to be able to see things differently, get that lightheartedness back into your life, into your relationships. And kind of taking it with that fresh mindset of like, I've never been hurt, so let me see what this is capable of, or not having your options open so that you can go after what you want. With the Four of Pentacles, I'm getting the Death card. So this is the transformation that's taking place. It is a foundation transformation for you. It is modifying who you are from a stability standpoint. It's reestablishing it. With the Four of Swords, I'm getting the Ten of Wands. And so the Ten of Wands is about putting down burdens from the past. That's what you've been healing from. It's really the end. And the burdens don't have to be like a physical burden. This can be an emotional burden, or just kind of that repeating pattern. Can really be that repeating pattern. With the Eight of Cups, I'm getting the Moon. Yeah. You want emotional fulfillment here. I'm getting something with the Cancer timing too. So right after your birthday is Cancer. And so there's something about end of June, July that is going to be significant for you because you are moving towards that emotional fulfillment. With the King of Pentacles, I'm getting the Empress. When you get to that King of Pentacles state, that's when you have the type of relationship that you're looking for. But it does look like you're going to get there pretty quickly. That Empress energy. So it's Venus. Venus rules 2 signs. So we have Libra. So we're about to have the eclipse in Libra. So that's on the 25th. But then we're also about to, well, we'll have Aries. So we're in Pisces. We'll go into Aries and then we go into Taurus season. And Taurus, right before your birthday, is also ruled by Venus. So this is about relationships and everything else. So grounding yourself is really going to bring in the type of relationship that you want. From a timing standpoint, this is actually going to happen faster than what it appears right now in the reading. You're about to jump timelines. There's some sort of decision you're going to make. And that's why this timing does feel like it was long and now it's accelerating. So there's a decision that you've either recently made or you're in the process of making that jumps this timeline. So definitely late spring, early summer is going to be significant for you. So Gemini, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.